Good morning. Good morning. We got a back workout. Oh. Ooh. Back workout today, y'all. Whew. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Today, I am tired. I got a headache. Oh, my kids, boy. My kids caught a little bug that's been impacting them all week. So as a result, we've been impacted all week. I might be catching that bug low key. Their sleep has been impacted. They've been having little nighttime accidents, little potties at night, peeing the bed. Or tell y'all right now, kids are an adventure. Kids are an adventure. But we're here today. I like to offer that transparency to y'all because a lot of times people see people that are quote unquote fit and they like to think that they just get up every morning wanting to work out on fire to come in here and kick their own asses and then go get some creatine and have protein all day. But I'm gonna tell you right now, boy, I'm tired. I'm tired. I don't want to be here. But we're gonna wake up. We're gonna wake up. Today we are doing back. We are doing back today. And I'm gonna do my best to get through this workout. Show y'all what we're working on. We are working on the tonal. I might be able to squeeze a little bit of chest in today as well. But we're gonna go ahead and get our back going. All right, type in back. I'm pretty sure I know what workout I'm gonna do. But every now and then I see something that's brand new. It's kind of like shopping. I'm like, okay, maybe I want to try that today. Yeah, see, ultimate back seems like it's going to be right up my alley. 29 minutes. A back and bicep burner, though. That looks tempting, though, don't it? The back and bicep burner? That looks tempting. Let's see. Shock sets, chest and back. What's this consist of again? Yeah, we can do that. But the X pull down, all that shit is kind of... Yeah, let's just get it done. We don't got time to be indecisive. So that's our workout. Oh. All right. Get it popping in the parking lot. In today's news, though, man, I don't know if y'all pay attention. To pop culture, but something that was on my radar yesterday. DDG and Holly broke up, man. I'm an old cat to a lot of y'all. So a lot of y'all kind of feel like, boy, you shouldn't be caring about that. But it's always sad when you see couples these days break up. I think that's always a sad thing, I be looking for more examples of marriages and relationships working. I be looking for more examples of people in society figuring this stuff out. So to see one of those young, promising couples struggle in that baby phase and break up, it's like, man, no, don't give up. All right, natural lap. Oh, snap. We got natural lap pull down. No bench. All right, that's cool. All right, here we go. Oh, on the floor with it, huh? All right, here we go. 6. Pulling from the elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whew. Good little warm up. Yeah, man, I like to see relationships last. You know what I'm saying? It's always sad to see relationships, man. I'm married, and so I just kind of be watching, how the dating scene is going for y'all. Boy, it look nasty out there. Good, Kelly. Yeah, it look nasty out there, man. It just don't seem like a lot of people, are really trying to be resilient in their relationships anymore. It's like Instagram, social media gives people these illusions that they have all these options, and they start treating people more disposable. It's like, it's crazy. And when you have a child involved, woo, 10 of these, 2, 3, 4. That's it. It's like, especially when you got kids involved, it's like, that's the kind of, you need to have a little bit more devotion when you got kids involved. I mean, obviously, if there's abuse and stuff like that, sure. But this whole mentality of, it's like, I can do better, I can find better, it's like, that might be true. But that could always be the case. I mean, I don't know. People are not as mentally strong as to handle commitment. Yeah. At that less is doing what they are done. And that is, man, you spitting golden butterfly. It's really unfortunate too, because what you really realize about people is that they romanticize the idea of relationships. When we think about relationships, we think about all the positive, all the dopamine that we're supposed to get from the relationships. We think about, the things that we've seen in other relationships, those IG posts, those vacations, wanting to have somebody to, take a shower with, get free butt naked nasty with, you know what I'm saying? We're not thinking about, being devoted through the hard time. We're not thinking about, supporting them through job loss, through grief. We're not thinking about supporting them men through, men. We're not thinking about how we need to support our ladies through postpartum. Oftentimes we're just thinking about those good times. And when that dynamic shifts and y'all need to be ready to stay devoted and deal with some real shit, most people not ready. All right, let me come and get these X-holes real quick. Oh. What's good, G from NY? Appreciate you pulling up, bruh. I see the streak. It's at least 3 days in a row I done seen you pimp, at least a week almost. Thanks, Golden Butterfly. 21 New York, the relationship scene is way different. Social media is warped. The reality is staying devoted. So yeah. What up, Indai or India? What's good, Mr. Music, Indai Music? That might be a typo on your name, fam, but I appreciate you pulling up. Yeah, man, the dating scene right now is just kind of nasty, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I do not envy y'all, because I think there's a lot of people. I think it's exciting when you feel like there's a lot of options. There's a lot of nice things to look at, but it's kind of like an MC Escher painting, You gotta kind of stand back afar to kind of see what it really is. The closer you get, the more it kind of look like a mess, 8 of these, good stretch. All right, Golden, you have a good day at work, fam. Enjoy your day. Peace and blessings for sure. Yeah, I'm cutting it close today, y'all. I gotta be at work here soon. Got a work from home little situation. It's pretty loose, but you don't want to be super duper late. Your emails will be piling up. Yeah, man, just think about that DDG situation. It's like, I feel like a lot of times, I feel like marriage and like devoted relationships, they're kind of like being a part of a team. You know, it's kind of like being a part of a fraternity. And when you think about, you know, how optimistic and how good it makes other couples, other marriages, and I guess I can really speak mainly of marriages, like, and DDG, they weren't married, but, you know, a lot of times when I see divorces and people, you know, ending their long relationships, especially long relationships with kids, in instances where it's not abuse or infidelity, of course, it always feels like you lose a team member, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? You lose a person that can advocate for the beauty of being devoted to to someone at the highest level. Because we romanticize the idea of these relationships so often, you know, you don't have a lot of people that can relate to the realness and what it really requires, and what the relationships really require. So it's like when you lose people, or when people give up, it almost makes it seem like, well, damn, it's just yet another couple that's perpetuating the idea that it's too much to give, that it's too hard to maintain a marriage. I will say, a marriage can be tough, but to give up, I don't know, bro. To give up on your family, I can't do it. Oh. Like it'd be one thing. We ain't talking about the Cardi B situations. I ain't talking about Cardi B and Offset. That's toxic. That's toxic. You a dude out here cheating on your pregnant wife, cheating in general. If you out here cheating on your pregnant wife, Dunzo. You know? Dunzo, that's crazy. That's why people shouldn't be so invested. Yeah, I agree. Might not be as pretty as it. Yeah, it's real. Gotta work on your relationship with yourself. That's facts. That's facts. You know, I actually think we're nearing the era of, we're sort of shifting, I think, right now in society, where we're slowly but surely realizing that celebrities and the fascination for celebrity, like, that stuff needs to die anyway. Because I think as time goes on, you know, with the Me Too movement, you know, things like Diddy, more and more people, I think if his list ever comes out, you're gonna look at the people that we admire a lot differently. You know, you're gonna look at these celebrities a lot differently. Even when you look at, you know, how you perceive these celebrities to be just wealthy in perpetuity for all their lives and never have any problems. You're seeing more and more celebrities, you know, from yesteryear, even from 90s, 2000s, that are really struggling, that are having a really hard time adjusting and balancing and finding value in themselves and dealing with like vices and stuff that you wouldn't have even imagined they could deal with. But because you placed them above you, you've robbed them of that humanity and really put them on a pedestal. But I think all of the stuff that's coming out right now, next 20 to 30 years, we're gonna start looking at folks like, y'all just as flawed, if not more flawed than us quote unquote regular folk. For real. 6 the hard way. Here we go. No, I'm not Duke Dennis, man. Duke Dennis or what's the kid name? I am Speed. You, I ain't doing no backflip, fam. Whew. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that celebrity era is about done, but Dunzo. I think. I also think one thing you were saying, G from NY, is like we got to get back to a space where we touching more grass. I think it'll really start to help if we all start to develop a mentality where it's like certain social media algorithms, certain apps are just bad news. Like we're gonna have to get back to a space where it's like, yo, you're lame if you put this much effort into social media or this much effort into IG, this much effort. We gotta get to that point as a society. Start encouraging people to actually touch grass. Because sometimes the internet paints a real nasty picture of what the real world is really like. Oh! Yeah, we got to get back to touching grass, man. I tell you what, I'm at that age right now where it's like the older I get, the more I kind of feel like this social media doesn't really have much space. Like I'll go, a lot of times my use for social media, outside of YouTube, is like I really be trying to see what's going on in the world. When you spend, 8 hours at a job, it almost feels like you got to rush back to these places because these places are where things tend to be happening. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what happened with so-and-so? What happened with so-and-so? But in the process of going to these places, it's like you being bombarded by all this toxicity. It's like, bro, I might just need a good little podcast or two and leave some of these apps behind. I keep having this growing fear that one day they're gonna start charging us for our Instagrams. Because like when you think about how much like content you put on your Instagram, like in my case, I got family photos spanning, college. You can literally track me from high school all the way up to now my adulthood. And imagine Instagram one day goes, you know what? We're gonna make you pay a subscription fee to access all that stuff. And if you wanna put it in the cloud, we're gonna add another $5.99 to that charge. What would stop people from using it? You know what I'm saying? Would you stop using it to have access to all your content and keep access to all your content? Would you pay $2.99 a month? A lot of people would. And I think these companies, man, they slowly figuring shit out. Ooh. Oh. 2. 3. Sixteen reps hurts, bro. Sheesh. Whew, let me get this wah-wah. Whew. Yeah. Yep. It's funny too, G. I used to be one of the people I was like, man, it would be cool to organically get a blue check. And now you gotta pay for it. There's like no way for me to just. You're right. They are absolutely charging you for it. Woo-wee. Yo, anytime this thing has me do the 16 reps, always takes it out of me, man. Especially after doing 3 work sets. Believe it or not, man, I got this necklace from a pawn shop here. Not the chain. So the chain I got a while back. I think it's a jeweler called Jacoji. A foxtail chain from a very small one. It wasn't super duper expensive. And then this I actually got at a pawn shop. This is actually a 24 karat gold pendant. When I was working at a pawn shop, man, I tell you, I learned there's no such thing as used jewelry. We had to kind of be little gemologists. And one of the best things that you could do, you know, when you work at a pawn shop, if you find a good piece, find it, insure it, you can get it cleaned. Same exact thing as going to go get it at a jewelry. If I would have got this piece at a jewelry store, cost a grip. But because I got it at a pawn shop, and I was a manager of that pawn shop at the time, I was able to intake it, set the price at market rate, obviously. But because I was a manager at the time, I was also able to get real specialized discounts. So I'm able to get it at a percentage of the cost that I paid for it. So if somebody came into a pawn shop and I loaned, you know, out a certain amount of money for them and it defaulted, it was going to be something I bought for way under market. So I was basically able to get a deal, in short. Super deal. Yeah, TJ Maxx has a good selection too. I mean, and for me, like I said, at the time, I wanted to have, you know, actual like a 14 karat gold. But, you know, TJ Maxx definitely has some gold plated stuff that's really, really cool. I know Jackson Jewelry has some real cool stuff that, you know, doesn't stain, you know what I'm saying? That's definitely an option as well. The thought process for me was that one day I was going to pass this off to my daughters when they went to college. What's good, Asia? Happy Friday. Good to see you pulling up. You said, big dog, show us. Oh, see, y'all, I don't know what you're talking about. Yep. I'll tell you, bro, like, real talk. If you're actually trying to get, like, real jewelry and, like, even gifts, and you got some bread to spend for real, check out your pawn shops, bro. I know a lot of y'all I know a lot of people got, like, negative, you know, perceptions of the pawn shop. And I understand why. A lot of times the neighborhoods be crazy. But like I said, there's no such thing as used jewelry. Go get all the jewelry is just consistently recycled and melted down. So if you want like something that's nice and you can find something nice in a pawn shop, get that junk cleaned, get it insured, appraised. You'll get the exact same amenities that you get from a place like Ben Bridges. I actually have a Ben Bridge card and know what the services are, but I also know that Ben Bridge will clean any piece of jewelry, period. You know what I'm saying? You can go in there as a prospective customer and get jewelry cleaned by them. They may offer it, they may charge you now, but you know, I done been across the tracks, boy. I done did everything in the last 10 years. I done did everything from manage Walmarts, manage pawn shops, to working in tech now, boy. So I can put y'all on game about a few things. Oh, hold on. Oh, here you go. 16.
You live in that pawn shop, B, so you know what's up. Oh, you were saying the workout? Oh, my bad, bro. Okay. Yeah, check your pawn shop. That's why thrifters know what's up, bro. Thrifters know what's up, bro. Some of my best pieces, like jackets. I got a Seattle jacket, I wish I could show y'all right now. I got a Seattle Mariners jacket, one of them vintage starter jackets. Boy, I got that thing. That thing was brand new. And let me tell you how it worked, right? So like as the manager, you know, you have a choice. You're kind of like a business owner. I have a choice whether or not I want to offer money for a pawn. So when somebody comes in, we look at what they offer us, and we can look online and kind of see what the used prices are, right? See what the used prices are. Usually give them anywhere between about a third to 50% of what the lowest used price is, or like the median used price is, right? But in instances where it's a little bit more difficult to assess, say for like a vintage jacket, in most instances, man, unfortunately, people just trying to get something. And so my thought process was, as a business owner, I want to buy this item and be comfortably able to sell it for almost twice that value, you know, at minimum almost, right, to make money. But when I would see an item that I liked, you know, I would buy it, and it would basically give me that incentive to buy it. I want to give you some money for something that I want. Now in the pawn shop, they make it a little more difficult, because I gotta like let it hit the sales floor for a certain amount of time before I can buy it. But boy, when I tell you some of the best pieces, the best clothes, even the best jewelry, pawn shops are able to get them at below market value at cost, like well below market value at cost, because we're going off of a used price. You go to Ben Bridge and get this same chain at cost, they're gonna pay something really, really, you know, low for it, but the markup is gonna be astronomical. You're gonna pay like, you know, 500%, 1,000% on the markup, knowing that they only really spent maybe a couple, you know, maybe just, you know, market rate for gold at that point. You know, maybe, you know, at gold, I want to say, I forget how much gold was per gram, but it was cheap. And that markup at those jewelry stores, that's what you're paying for. You're paying for the perception at that jewelry store. So man, go to them pawn shops. Go to them pawn shops, get that stuff that's super duper cheap. Man, clean that junk yourself. Go to them thrift stores, bro. You can find stuff at thrift stores, some of the best stuff at thrift stores, gently used stuff. I'm trying to tell you. I also got this vintage North Face. It was like a windbreaker North Face, like gently used, no holes in it, didn't stank. But it was like one of those old school ones that like, ones that they don't sell anymore. Perfect condition, bro. I got that thing so fast. And I'm telling you, it'd be good stuff. People just don't know it's there because they ain't going to the pawn shops. Thrifting is what, yep, Asia, you know what's up. Oh yeah, it's called a Tonal, fam, my bad. Poshmark. Yep. Those of y'all who not paying attention, or I'm sorry, those of y'all who want to know, I'm working back today, man. So right now, this next exercise, you're gonna do my single standing arm row. Let me hurry up before I take too long on this. Don't take too long, hold up. Oh. Yeah, y'all better holler at them pawn shops, bruh. Y'all better holler at them pawn shops. Shoot, in this economy, I need to have a segment called Plug Talk, where I just tell people like little ways to get money, man. Somebody put me on not too long ago about coupons. We need to start a series called Plug Talk. side. Morning, Josh. Hey, man. T sharing. Man, I've had the long hair, fam. I lived the long hair, don't care life, man. Now, your boy out here balding now. Living my life like I'm balding. Here we go. Get this back workout going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Woo. Hey, Mr. Mailman. But let me tell you, I want to go back to the, I want to talk about the, that DDG thing real quick. And this is for anybody out there, any of you young folks, you know what I'm saying, that romanticize relationships. I want to tell y'all right now, man, there's a reason why these relationships, a lot of them end as soon as that baby comes. A lot of folks, you get in a relationship and you be with this person for about maybe a year, 2 years. Things are copacetic. Maybe y'all done did some vacations. Maybe y'all been getting butt naked, nasty. Everything is cool. You done got some lap dances. Y'all done did it. You done club together. You done party together. And usually around that 1 year, some people it's even earlier, that 1 year, 2 year mark, you start thinking to yourself, man, and maybe it's a guy thing. Fellas, we start thinking to ourselves, man, I'm trying to put a baby in, you know what I'm saying? You be like, man, I can see her having my children. I want her to have my children. And you don't really think beyond that. Like, maybe I'm projecting, but a lot of us, we don't really think beyond that. We think, yo, the relationship with a baby is it's just gonna be a slight variation of what our relationship is now. It's super easier to talk to this person. It's super easy to kick it and like have fun with this person. The sexual chemistry is great. Adding a baby, it ain't gonna do much. Aha! And that's what gets them every time, bro. Cause what I know fellas aren't ready for is dealing with postpartum. They're not dealing with marital hormones. And oftentimes, even ladies, sometimes, you know, I've spoken to my wife about this. You know, you need support. It's hard to understand, you know, it's hard to be empathetic when you're a person that needs support and you may not feel like you're getting supported the way you need. It's like this dynamic shift where both of you guys have relied on each other to be a certain way and provide a certain value. And once that baby comes, bruh, once that pregnancy comes, those trimesters start hitting, it can shift. And that's why you notice, bruh, a lot of relationships, you know, within that postpartum phase or that last trimester, be donezo. 1, 2. So as Kanye once said, drive slow, homie. Really how you can get through this is try to have conversations. You know what I'm saying? You gotta communicate. Communicate with your partner in real time so that you're able to sort of temperature check with each other as the changes are happening, right? Before you get to that position where you have a baby or pregnant, if you can, because not everybody's fortunate enough to, a lot of people are reacting. But have conversations about how you envision yourself rearing your child. Have conversations about, what to expect during postpartum. Have these conversations, bruh. Talk to OGs. Talk to OGs about that process and how to best support your partner. Because a lot of us, bro, again, we romanticize it and we jump right in head first. And then that whole process is kicking our ass. No. 2. I ain't telling you because I ain't trying to preach either, boy. Your boy done been through it. Me and my wife, oh. You get to a space where your child is literally impacting every facet of life, my boy. Okay. Philly Brown, I got something for you, bro. I know everybody like a little attention. Let me help you, shawty. I got you, shawty. There you go. There you go, pimp. There you go, pimp. You ain't. And just like that. Just like that, you're gone, fam. Just like that, you're gone. All right, here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My wife's first pregnancy, I can honestly admit I was not prepared for it, bro. I was still working at the time. I think I was working nights for most of it. I think around this time I was able to go from working nights to working at the pawn shop I was telling you guys about earlier. And man, with the stress of work and coming home and kind of, having to navigate around how to support, your partner, also navigating around the stress. I remember I was like, my reaction, to pregnancy was like, I was trying to micromanage all her little calories. The doctor was telling us stuff and I was like, babe, you gotta eat, come on, you gotta, da-da-da-da-da. And I remember, man, I made a mistake of making a joke that I had heard, I don't know if y'all seen Money Talks with Chris Tucker. I made this joke where I was like, all right, now you need to eat. My baby come out with 3 toes, I'm gonna kick your ass. Anybody who's seen Money Talks know what that's talking about. I don't know if I said it that tone. My wife would probably say I didn't say it that exact tone. But boy, that is the last thing you wanna do in a pregnancy is tell a pregnant woman that she could potentially be doing something that's gonna cause your baby harm when she's trying her best. Bro, there's little stuff like that as a man, like that could cause a whole issue, bro. And then you get to this space where as a man, it's like you're used to being able to make your jokes, you're used to being able, to the dynamic being, loose. But that pregnant woman, they don't always receive it that way. And you know what I'm saying, that dynamic, you be getting upset because you sitting up here trying to, you know what I'm saying, you want that old person, you want that person that you were able to come home and rely on, and joke with. And they're changing, bruh. And you need to understand that change. But like I said, a lot of relationships, a lot of relationships aren't really built. A lot of men, if you don't got that devotion, you'll just make it about you. All right, let's go seated row. We're not gonna do seated row. We're gonna do a bent over row. Yeah, let's go bent over row. Save adjustments. So is giving y'all game. So I do a little bit of both, Terrell Gamble. Right now, I'm just doing the standardized workout because of the results that I've seen from them. Just a consistent thing to do. And it also keeps me within a certain time allotment. So this one is only, well, it was supposed to be a 30-minute workout. It's turned into a little bit more of that. But yeah, I do prefer to do the programs or the actual workouts, I'm sorry. Sometimes, like tonight, depending on how the night goes at work, I may come and do a little extra non-program stuff. So like today is a bit of pool day, but it's also a day where I can do some active recovery for my chest. Contrary to popular belief, you know what I'm saying? You can work a muscle group more than once throughout the week. So sometimes, you know, because I like my fellas, we like our chest to be a little bit more brolic. Sometimes, like after a workout, I'll come and do a little bit of extra active recovery. And it's a recovery weight workout. It's, you know, diminished weight, just get some good reps, some good squeezes, just to kind of help it recover and, you know, shoot, and stimulate some additional growth. All right, here we go. Oh. Bend over row. I know G from NY. I know you was in here. You only 21, man. This is really game for you, my boy. This is really young game for the young men out there. You know, maybe you got you a little tenderoni, and you at that space where you're like, ooh, I like how this is going. I might be able to put a baby in her. Take your time. Drive slow, homie. Drive slow. One more. Boy. Terrell, you got a tonal? Very rarely do I come across anybody who has a tonal. Dope machine for sure. You got 2 more sets. Bent over roll. No Diddy. That's crazy, bro. The fact that Diddy is now a whole slogan for spiciness is crazy. Especially considering how we came up, man. Diddy used to be Diddy used to be a image of what I think Diddy was one of the people who actually coined the phrase black excellence. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember Diddy? Diddy, he was the one that was, I think he might have been a part of creating that hashtag, being a part of politics and the vote or die campaign. I'm sorry, my boy, all that's gone. All that's gone. Oh yeah, see, Asia, and that's from a mom. Y'all hear that from a mom right now, y'all. Having kids, take your time. It's a beautiful experience. But I find most of us didn't really think about all the ways it could impact our lives. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, the Diddy downfall is crazy. Crazy. Morning, Miss Lady J. Yeah, it is crazy. It's like, and what's the craziest part about it is, because of that Cassie tape, like before the Cassie tape came out, I would have been a little more skeptical, right? I would have been like, nah, he ain't do all that. Like, it's people out here, somebody out here trying to get over. But when you saw that Cassie tape, it was like, oh nah, whatever they said he did that shit. See somebody drag a lady across a hall like that, kick her while she down, throw stuff at her, and then for him to have, like, to be able to hide that footage from a hotel camera system, like, oh nah, that boy got power, and he's dangerous, for real. Oh, one, two. My thing is, like, what happens, like, my thought process is like, who else is on that list? Morning walk, okay. Good. I love a morning walk. I feel like I have my best thoughts on a morning walk. I feel like a walk is a great time to create as well. You know, you get a lot of creative energy just walking around, getting that good sunlight. Big ups to the walk. But my thought process with the Diddy thing, like, who else is on that list? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of celebrities. You know, whether you think about your J-Lo's, you can hear stuff about Will Smith. Like, I think one nasty, dirty secret of Hollywood is they like to get freaky. Them Hollywood folks, they like to get freaky in a way that us regular folk, maybe we don't understand. You know, we put them on a pedestal. We don't expect them to be doing all that freakiness. But the more you hear come out about this Diddy situation, the more you start to realize, damn, all these executives messing with these young ass girls, you know, these little 16-year-old girls trying to claim them, you know, the casting couch culture. It's like, there's a lot of freaks. It's like all these rich men, it almost comes across like they wanted to get rich so they could have a big ass freaky party orgy. That's what it kind of feels like to me. It's like that's the theme we starting to see. A lot of these rich men wanted to get rich so they could use their riches to basically exert that power to get them some coochie. And not just one coochie at a time. They want like 2 or 3, 4, 5 coochies, and it sounds like they want some booty with it too. They want everything. Oh. And we done. About 15,000 pounds on my back. 15,000 pounds. Boy. Yeah. Say you ready to be fake? See, if I wanted to get messy, I would ask y'all, who y'all think on this, who y'all think on that list? If I wanted to get messy. Boy, it's about to get crazy. But you know what they say? You know what I'm saying? Money don't change you. It just make you more comfortable being who you really are. So boy, maybe that's what it is. You know, I've been trying to get to a space where I wanted to think more optimistically about the nature of man and the nature of humankind, but I swear the older I get, the more cranky and irritable I get, and the less optimistic I feel. You know, I said this a few streams ago, but I'm like, you start to understand the villain a little bit more. And not the psychotic villain, but you know, like the Thanos type villain or the Ultron. I'm a comic book nerd, MCU nerd. But those types of villains where they just kind of, they look at, you know, humankind as like the glass half empty. You know, we push back against that as well, but it's like, boy, world is looking out here looking like a freaking circus. But we gonna end on a positive note, y'all. We ain't gonna end on that note, okay? We believe our God is gracious, our God is good. We have faith in the good in people, and I genuinely do believe that the majority of people out there are just honest, you know, hardworking people that just want the best for their family, the best for their lives. So we're gonna try to spread that positivity. We're gonna try to be an example of that and be an example of the change that we want to see in the world. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go out and touch grass, like Miss Lady J. We're gonna go out and go for the walks, and we're gonna choose to see the good in people, even when they make it hard. Amen. Amen. I heard y'all. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get to work. Go get some breakfast. I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Friday, the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be safe out there. If y'all got any parties or anything y'all going to tonight, remember life is precious. No drinking and driving. Fellas, y'all remember the conversation I had out there, y'all? Friday, some of y'all gonna have something bad with you. Y'all gonna be making a decision. Man, I wanna put a baby in her. Drive slow, homie. Drive slow. I'm gonna let y'all know too, come Monday, this Anthony Hamilton beard is gonna be gone, bruh. I done seen a little bit too many of these beady beads. This angle right here, this beady bead angle, I done seen a little bit too much of that, bruh. I am not this tired. I am not working this hard. I can go shave. I can go shave. But again, y'all, you have a great weekend, great Friday. All glory to God. Peace.